He what?
He liked fat, ugly people. He didn't always go for, like, the good-looking fans in the crowd.
What Elvis did?
Yeah.
Right.
That was always the thing, and...
I'm sorry, no, hold on. I don't know what we're doing now with our lives, Steve. Right, wait a minute, right. So, your mum says two things, right? She either says...
Is there anything else on the other side?
Or, I like Elvis. There's a pause, because you know what she's going to say next. She says, he liked fat, ugly people. How often does this occur?
Well, because they've got, like, you know, Sky, there's a lot of those channels on. They're like the music channels. So Elvis always comes on. There's either an Elvis film, there's, like, you know, a classic hit by him on...
And she'll go, I like Elvis, he likes fat, ugly people. And what do you mean he liked fat, ugly people?
Is she a fat, ugly person?
Because there's that special Vegas show, isn't he, where he's dancing about, right? And he's got loads of scarves around his neck.
Towels.
Yeah. And, like, he always hands them down to the fat, ugly ones. Right. And I always say it's because they're the fat, you know, they've got a sweaty face because they can't, you know what I mean?
I don't know what world they live in!
I don't know how we've gone to this subject.
What sort of world are you got when you're watching his face? And what do you mean fat, ugly ones? You mean they're in the front, they're sweating a lot because they're a bit chubby?
So she thinks, you know, is giving them a towel because it's
But he's
like,
really going, wipe your face, you're putting me off, you fat cow. Stop sweating near me.
There's another one.
What?
So, hairy Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We haven't slagged off hairy Chinese kids. We slagged off Chinese. We didn't slag anyone off. We just said they really haven't got a town as such, and they wear shoes. What did we say?
Yeah, little wooden shoes.
And what did the
I just don't know how we got onto Elvis and big fat ugly women. I don't know I don't know how we sidestepped from the Last Temptation of Christ.
Did you see that fat Girls and Feeders programme?
Go on a minute.
Eh?
What's
Tom Petty first.
Oh, brilliant! It's a great song. Breakdown.
How many
Tom
other
Petty.
radio shows have talked about Last Temptation of Christ, Chinatown, fat ugly women?
More than 60 minutes.
Exactly. Incredible. Sony Award winner.
Turing Breaks, Painkiller on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington.
I should point out now, Rick, that the general consensus from the listeners is that Karl should definitely be on the poster.
But I know
obviously.
that. I know.
There's an interesting email
Of course
here.
they should. They're
It just
right.
says, I'd love to see Karl on the poster, especially as I'm watching him on the webcam today, and wearing that shirt, doesn't he look like Charlie Brown? He looks just like Charlie Brown from the Peanuts cartoon.
Oh my god.
That's it. From now on, if anyone ever asks me what
He
Karl
does
looks
look like Charlie Brown. It's
like
great
him.
because Charlie Brown has got that thing. You've got less features than Morph. It's just a round head and there's human aspects. It's just the bare minimum. When I draw a cartoon of him, it's so easy.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, if I go on the poster, this is what I'm worried about. Where do you go from there?
What do you mean?
Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Do you know, like before, you were talking about the complaint that a TV channel got about some fella putting bacon? Yeah?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, you were talking about a fella
I didn't put the bacon on, but yeah, I was talking about it here, and they got a complaint, yeah.
Right. Now, he had to do that to get a kick. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you go from there? And it's the same for me on a poster. Once they've seen me...
Yeah. And we get sued by the estate of Charles M. Schultz for using without copyright his most popular creation.
Oh,
it's just that if people don't know, it keeps them interested. They don't need to
They're
know
not
what I
tuning in
like.
every week on the off chance that we'll...
They're wondering what you look like.
Yeah, but the ones who are, it just keeps them...
They won't let them down though when they see your picture. It won't let them down. It won't be a letdown.
It's exactly as it should be.
Anyway, competition, yeah?
Right, let's get the answers. Let's get this out of the way. Songs of phrase.
Songs of phrase, just in case you just tuned in, it's a new feature we've been doing. We take songs and chop them up and that, and it's a phrase that's cropped up on the show a few times. This week we were going back to the classic "Me Auntie Had Wind" for 5 minutes.
Going back to the classic.
And let's have a
These are the answers, is it? Okay.
Right. So what you had there is you had the knack.
Yeah.
With my Sharona. Auntie was some Manson track.
What? You don't even know what it was.
Auntie Everything, I think it's called, some album track, right? Then you had Bill Medley, Jennifer Warnes, I've Had the Time of My Life. You had Bob Dylan.
Wind. Idiot wind.
Blowing in the Wind.
Oh, Blowing in the Wind, was it?
What was after that? 4. 4 was 2468
Bob
Motorway.
Dylan.
2468 Motorway.
Yeah. Tom Robinson.
Tom Robinson, yeah. That was the 4. Then you had the 5 from Manfred Man, 54321. We wrapped it up with a bit of 5-star from Minute, something about,
Can't wait.
yeah, can't wait another minute.
Wait. Another minute.
So they're the answers.
Yeah,
we're
well,
looking for someone who. I don't think we got anyone who had them all right. But
Nobody got all 7, although in your little answer list then you only listed 6, because you got your numbers went out of sync in your own brain. Well done, once again. Smooth. I tell you what, Carl, why don't you next week at least write down the answers for yourself?
Don't need to.
Well, you clearly do, because you get to embarrass yourself.
Don't need to! You've proved that you do!
Right,
okay.
anyway. Well done, I'm going to give it to Paul Tier. PJ Tier, because he got 5 of the 7. Correct.
Well done.
So he gets.
And he's getting that signed Kevin Spacey
Yeah,
DVD.
if you can just email us your address as well and get them off to you today.
All right.
Brilliant.
That's
Well
what you're
done,
dealing
Paul.
with.
So you've done that competition, that's been put to bed.
Let's have a great tune, Rick, and then what else we got? We got some monkey news?
We've got some
we've got monkey news.
We've got Cheap as Chimps.
We're doing the film thing.
Right.
Got the film thing. What film is it this week?
Silence of the Lambs. You can be owning that by 3 o'clock on VHS.
Is it about $4.99? Is it?
Thereabouts.
20th Century Boy. Come on, Mark. Some people want a 21st Century Boy these days. Mark Bowden there. A little bit out of date on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Right, it's that time again, isn't it? Monkey news.
Yeah, monkey news.
Sure, monkey news.
Right, if you're a new listener, this is where we do a bit of monkey news.
Oh, imagine him giving these charts on a news programme, like News Night Review or News at 10. Over to Karl Pilkington. Yeah, alright. Monkey's gone mad again. Go on.
Right, we've done quite a lot of good stuff. The one that sort of kicked up most of the fuss was probably Ollie the monkey.
I love the fact that they're all monkeys. He's a chimpanzee.
Well,
It's an ape.
Well, today, right, we're looking at one that's it's called Coco.
Oh yeah, the sign language one.
Well, what I've read about him is he speaks, right? Highly educated.
Yeah.
Photographer.
Carl!
Right?
I love the fact that when he gets a gifted ape, he has to look up to him. He realises that he is superior. I love that.
Right.
Oh.
And it also likes going on computer chat rooms.
I can't take this anymore, Steve. I'm gonna be sick. Oh, God.
Which, right, that's pretty amazing.
You know, if an infinite number of monkeys are in an infinite number of chat rooms, they'll eventually type, which is your favourite episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Exactly, yeah. Karl Pilkington, you're an idiot.
But the thing is, right, you're saying about the infinite thing again, about monkeys, if you put them in a room with a typewriter, they'll come up with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I'd sort of agree with that, right, with monkeys who can't do other stuff, but this one I reckon's going to be busy taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think monkeys that are boring.
Is there a boring monkey? Would you ever have a chimp and you'd go, Suzanne would go, I've got your birthday present, and it's a chimp fella, he's about, about a sort of like a middle-aged chimp.
No, I'd love it. I'm talking
Would
on
you ever
behalf
go,
of the...
I'll tell you what, Suzanne, that one's boring.
No, but I bet the monkey would get bored, I mean. Do you know what I mean? The monkey would be bored. I'd be loving it. I'd love to have a little monkey. Right? But what I'm saying is...
You really would, wouldn't you?
If you buy him a camera, he'd be happy again, wouldn't he?
Well... Yeah, but that's just it. You wouldn't get in touch... It's like... If you can do other stuff, you don't want to do the boring stuff.
Forget the typing, forget the monkey's typing. Talk about this monkey that's a photographer.
No,
what
but we are in a way. I'm just saying that would be happier... Monkeys that have got nothing else to do, if they can't take pictures and that, and they can't go on chat rooms...
They're happy to sit in a room typing away for infinity, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's got maybe a little exhibition to put on.
Do you think...
Do you know that most chimps and apes and monkeys still actually just live in trees? These are in laboratories and zoos and things. You know that's not the norm. These monkeys walking around sort of chatting and riding bikes.
Yeah.
You know, that's not natural.
Exactly.
No, I know, but it's...
If you left a bike in the jungle and then came back a few years later, there wouldn't be monkeys riding around on it. And a book. If you left a bike with a book in the basket, right, and you went away for 10 years and you came back, there wouldn't be a whole new transport system and schools.
No.
They'd eat it. They'd throw it round and eat it.
Alright then, so what you're saying is you can't... See, what I think is, right, and don't take this the wrong way in that, right? Stephen Hawking,
Yes.
right? Now, he had a bad illness. Now, I wonder if he'd be... I wonder if he'd be as bright as he is if he didn't have that.
Right.
Because he's had time to sit down, he's like, well, what can I do?
Yeah.
They've gone give him a book. And he read it. I like that. Give us another one.
Yes.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yes.
Now, what I'm saying is, monkeys... Yeah,
Right.
This one here, Coco, which I think was a gorilla,
Right.
right? That wouldn't have been happy on a little keyboard, just doing that all
Typing
day,
away.
because it'd be going, well, I could be out taking pictures.
Sure.
Play a record!
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Play a record!
Yeah.
Done.
You're an idiot!
There it was. There's the catchphrase. Once more.
He is! He's an idiot!
Sure, sure.